I'm sitting sitting in front of the camera. I'm going to start this video at 30 seconds. In. I was reading something online and for the last 8 minutes, and I seem to have lost something in time. And one of the articles I was reading, I seem to have seen the two articles almost in the same week, almost like giving a handshake or to bow and connect the eyes with somebody else, to look at somebody else, and you almost know you're both on the same page, just a little bit. The bipolar sides of, you know what the bipolar sides of difference, right? The H and the I, the bipolarity. Here's the square. This is the furthest it's going to go here, and it's the furthest it's going to go here. That's the square. Now you take the roof and you take the floor and you bring them together. You leave a little separation, and you call that the happy medium between a little high and a little low. Or you lift them back up and you go outside of the square, the invisible wall, and you bring the two walls together. And by bringing the two walls together, where you are, okay, this is going to be, wow. When you bring these two together, that is the center between not enough and too much. I'm not sure if I'm using the right terminology for that. I'm going to write it down again. I'm going to write it down. In fact, I did it. Just want to see. Oh, I wrote down so many things. Just want to see if I already have it. Oh, God, there's so many things I didn't do. I'm like falling behind already. It's almost a little bit like this, okay? Here's the top, and here's the bottom, and here's everything in between. And now at this level, you're at this level, I would say this is the horizon, and this is the sun up. On this level, this is the sunset, right? This is the sunset, this is the sunrise. In between here, this is how high it rises. This, we can go with sea level. There was something else I wanted to say. The high and the low. Right. This is the high and the low. No, that was with the H. Hold on a second. I'm a little mixed up. Yes, the H. Okay, the H. Okay. The H is when the top angle here and the bottom angle here come over here between the high and the low. And then with the I letter, okay, it's too much to the left or too much to the right. Now, I had wording for this, what it means. I don't know why I'm lost for the alter explanation. Excuse me, of what I wanted to do. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Where I'm going, where I was, I don't remember what it is. At the same time, if you want, we can use it as a car. If I put another one of these eyes, if I made two of them, I don't want to lose that page over here. So maybe I can put the ruler. I can put the ruler here. Yeah, if it was a race car, right? I just say, here's I, and we're going to put the differential over here, and we're going to connect it over here. And we're going to have another, let's see, the I come down over here, right? And now we have the car. And you got the beginning of the car, whatever that car is. So that's where I and I comes in. So when I and I comes in, oh, wait a second. We got the transmission, we got the differential and everything in here. But I and I. Take a good look. That's the H letter. When I connected to I, that was H. When 9 connects to 9. But when 9 connects to 9, this 9 becomes R18. R18 creating the link with H, 8 and 18. I just did that equation not too long ago. Let me pull it out near the ruler. 8 and 18, where H and R come together. 18. Where did I do this? Where did I do this? Where did I do this? 8 and 18. 8 and 18. Anyways, regardless of where I've done it before, here's my 8 and 18. When does a difference of 10 make, when is it the greatest difference in here? And 8 and 18. 18 and 28 is when it becomes legal. But not with 8 and 18. It doesn't work, right? So we have to reach this to this, and this would be the cycle. And this would be the cycle with the club. And it would be the gold. It would be electric company. Okay, ECOR, ECOR, or the core. Why? Because gold in French is OR, and it's number 33 when 3 and 3 connect. Okay, then 38 reaches 48. Okay, and this is also part of the Moon Electric Company. It connects to the Sun, SON, and to Pluto, the half-life, and area space, because the mathematics of this will create 44 and an entry point, T20 in gematria. 4 times 8, 32. 4 and 8, 12. Minus 12 equals 44 equals to 20. This is where I get this. It is also the separation between day and night. Night is the 7th gate, and day is the 7th gate, and night is the 8th. So it's G8. I like to say gate X13. Gate X13. And this is the communication through the moon of man, or the cycle of man, 28. Okay, let me go back to, where was this? This was over here. Let me go back to where I was. So H and R, Ashar. I've seen that before. Char, A, har. A, C, har. And the hare is the rabbit. And why I do this is because it's the H. Anchor. Wow. Anchor. A-C. It says here, A-C here, H-E-A-R. Because when I say the letter H and then I say R, so it says A-C here. A-C. Okay, to me, this, see, O and R is gold, right, in French? It's 33. When 33 comes out, what happens is later on or somewhere further, hopefully in the video, I'm quite sure you've seen this before. I'm not sure. Have you ever seen that sign before? Sometimes you'll see it with 2 lines. I'm going to create it with 1. When you create that design, okay, what happens at the same time is this is what ends up forming the number 9. As well, when you form that design, you are also going to have the other side of this design, and it's going to be 9 and 6. When creating the 9 and 6 through the number 5 and 1, you are going to connect the 2 sides, and it's going to be number 8 that connects the 2 sides. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it just a little bit different. I'm not really sure, but I like to see it done this way. See, here's the same 8. You follow the same 8. When you do it this way, okay, this is the percentage sign. That's the percentage sign. This would be your 9. And this can possibly look like your 6. and it's creating an 8, and it's a division of 1. I'm trying to see where else I'm going to go with this. Robin, how you doing? You still in the house? You still in the garden, Robin? Okay, so we did that. I spoke about this. The H and the R are both in the A family. The A family sound according to the English language and not the French language, because in French, it's ER equals to 23. And in English, it's AR equaling to 19. The total is 42 and 04. Boy, okay, so let's see what we're going to do next. Okay, I've done all of these. I think I'm going to go to this. No, not this part over here. Just to go over one piece with what's going on in the world today. I watched they're part of a series called Gateway, and one of them called Manifest. And in both of them, they've mentioned things that are going on today. Okay, so just different shapes I use because of obligations, right? The beginning of the 9 lives of the cat is this one over here. Everything that goes around this, okay, will be a separation of 8. There are a total of 8 areas here. There are 3 areas here. There's 1 area here, and there's 3 areas here. The next one that goes higher, and the reason I'm telling you this is where I get my equations from different sizes, different dimensions, if we want to look at it this way. See, we can look at this as the picture frame to begin with. But if we recreate the picture frame, I didn't want to go that big, but I'm going to go that big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that I've created the picture frame, I can go ahead and just going to go out. Since it's 5, it's 2, and no, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I got to go 5. And then I just go 1 across here, and I go all the way down, right? And I reconnect over here. And now it's showing you that it's on one angle. It's showing you it's in one angle. And that angle goes all the way to here. That's what that angle is. So is there a center block in this? 1, 1, 2. Yes, here's the center block into that. Here's the next center block into that. And then we're just going to... So anyways, let's stay away from that, right? We're going to stay away from that for now. Anyways, I messed up my page. I'm going to try and go on. My next design is this, and this is the smallest of its kind. This is the next size of it, and they are all half spaces all the way around. In order to create this with full spaces, these also have half spaces. What has to be done, okay, is here's the half space. Here is where my first full space. So I'm automatically obligated. I go by obligations to go all the way out here because of that square. Can I fix the focus on this? Focus. Oh, that's better, right? Robin, watching the sunset, pink and purple northwest. Okay, so since this is it, I'm going to have to go all the way to here also. That'll be giving me my full, and this is to outside, and this is to the outside here. So I have to come here, go all the way up to here, go all the way to here. I have to reach here. And this is the minimum size compared to what this single square is. You see the diamond in square paper versus the smallest of its kind. This is the smallest of its kind. And the smallest of its kind will equal to a total of 8 and 1. Where is it? 8 and 1. And when you look at that, remember, 18R, okay, A1, H8. And this is specifically said, okay, as 10, wheat in French, separately. This here, if you take a look at it, it actually says D9. D9, Roman numerals. We have to look at everything, Roman numerals. This also, you have to understand, is what I believe, right? Is what happened to the U is a piece was cut off. One remained a J, the other one remained an I. The U is the 21st letter, and it is the 6F reverse. Now, I'm not quite sure what calculation I should do to create that, but what it does is it does put 1 and 2 inside of 6. See this 6 over here? There's 2 on this side, and this 1 will penetrate all 6 because it is the center. See that? There's nothing in the center, so it'll be its only reversed true 7 on this cube. Cube tells us a lot of stories. So this is 24th letter 33. This is number 37. In English, it's number 39. 39, and it's also angel. I have to look for, I'd like to be able to put a number into the computer and come up with the words. This is 29, the birth, and 29, the IT system, equaling to 58. The total is 95. It touches something to do with Einstein in 1776 and Neptune. Just something I was working on from a movie. General to specific is deduction. Specific to general is induction. I don't know what it means yet, but we're going to go back and work on something else. Something else I was looking at. We went over what ism was a few weeks ago. And here we have autism. And here we have autumn. So I'm trying to I want to figure out the AUT combination, the UMN combination. By the way, this is, I think this is 6 in gematria, but these are 1 and 1, or is that Chaldean? Anyways, irrelevant. Isms, like in baptisms. Bap, it's a crossover. The T. Anytime you have the T, the gematria shows me it's a gateway, it's a crossover. Right? One can be a gateway, the other can be a transmission. You know, transmissions in cars, right? I mean, to move the tires on the road, right? All that vibration can also be done through any kind of satellite transmission, right? To send off a what do you call it? To send off information, or to send, like me, I'm having a transmission with you right now. That's what it is, right? We're having a transmission together. So I didn't finish something. Yes, I wanted to go to how big is this at the minimum? At the minimum, okay, I'm going to see if we can do this. At the minimum, I want to size off here that we can split this directly in half exactly like that. That's exactly how we can do it. And since I have it that way, I can now square it off in its own reality. What is this? 1, 2, 3. This is 4 over here. So I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an obligation. And this is its square. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8 by 8. So if I was building something, 64 and 16 equals to 80 and 48. Minus 64, 16, and add. This is where the separation of root 66 took place. This, when calculated, see, I added them together. This is 19. 1 and 2 is 3. So I have to figure out what equation would it create it like that. So this is an equation. Now this, okay, I'm going to have to, if I want to do this whole design completely, I need at least to get this in the middle. So I'm going to have to create another one here, an 8 by 8 here. Then I have to put an 8 by 8 here, and an 8 by 8 here, and an 8 by 8 here, and an 8 by 8 here. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minimum. See if I get that right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's like your playing card. Isn't that what it looks like? So that's so this ends up to be 8 by 8. What is it? What did I get? 8 by 8 and 8 by 8. 64 and 64, 128. 64 and 64 is 128. Oh boy, I can see where it's going now. 256, 16 by 16, which is 7 by 7. It's a gateway. 1 and 6 to half-life. But this is also memory, part of memory. 256, 512. Yes, the connection of Earth-Mars memory through Venus. There's a song, just the word M, Mars, and E, Earth, or Mercury and Earth, creating the resident angel. Where else? Where can I back up? We did the autism. I did the small tic-tac-toe. I'm not going to get into what the difference is because I'm not quite sure myself yet. Telegram, yes. Yes, Telegram, yes, I know. Here's the one area. They're not the same. They're different. Here's enough for one area. This is 9. This over here is 36, and the Earth is 36. It'll be 4 times this. At the same time, in each individual space, okay, every single house can be recreated. Whoop, I broke it. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Do you see how this works? I'm going to complete this. This line is already there. That line is already there. So you barely can see when I add the lines in. There's a tic-tac-toe there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to go 3. Then I'm going to go over this line 3. And then I'm going to make over this line 3. Right? Now we're going to cover it up. So there's another tic-tac-toe over here. Now we're going to try and choose another color. Just give me a second. I want to just sharpen the pen. So, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to draw one more line here. And then this line is already there. And I'm going to draw that line across and that line across. And we're going to do the same thing for this one over here. And now we have the 4 times this that equals to what that is. 1 and 4. So 1 for 4 exchange. Now the big question is, how do I connect these two together? And do I go, what do I do? What do I say? What words? Is this C1O1C? Because it's a big circle. This when it's an O, and then we have the look what looks like an ace, you know, just here, the ace over here. I'm just thinking this over here. God, I shouldn't have finished it off. I shouldn't have finished that off. What happens is here's one square, okay, and the next time I can do it is here's another square. So if I'm trying to create tic-tac-toe, I can go right through here. There's my tic-tac-toe. That's the beginning. Now I go up one, and I go up one, and I need to repeat this, and I'd be going right over here. Look how short the arms are. All the arms are equally as short as each other. But since I had a whole square here and I only have a half a square here, I am going to complete that square. Now I want to bring these two arms together on the same level, so I'm going to do that. So it's telling me what to do. And then this one over here is only a half a square. I need to bring it a full square. And this one I'm going to bring all the way out, and I'm going to connect that one together. And the same thing, I need to be a full square because this is a full square, so I need a full square. I end up with a square and a half. Everything with squares and a half is the same numeric value as Mars, okay? And it's also the same numeric value when you go Mars C, Spanish Mars, Spanish Mars. That's Mars, Mars Spanish, everything to do with Spanish. It says it right here in its number. It also creates everything out of it. Right there. So we're going to finish this. I need to create it so it's absolutely one out, and this would be one out. Okay, I have to expand the arm other way, and boom, you end up with two outs over here. But I needed to create, you see, what two is over here, what one is over here, what 2.5 is over here. And there's an equation for this. There's an equation for this. I think it's the dice cube equation that between 1 and 6 and 2 and 5 and 3 and 4, they all have this in common. And in this one, okay, it's all 3.5 is in common to 1 and 6 to 2 and 5 to 3 and 4. Okay, 3 plus 0.5, 2 plus 1.5, and 1 plus 2.5. 6 minus 2.5, 5 minus 1.5, 4 minus 0.5. The E world of Mars and Earth. Electric Company. EC. 11, 63, 6 and 5 on the dice, on the cube, and craps 1 and 2, 1 and 1, 6 and 6, 3, 2, 3. This is what that actuality is. Then we're going to go down, bring this one here and create that. And this is the obligation because of the tic-tac-toe, of creating the tic-tac-toe. Let's see where else we can go. I was fooling around with the word, okay, in tween and teen with W and R, like when Bugs Bunny, right? So I'm thinking one is a creation, one is a transformation or a transmission of some sort. 6 and 5, by the way, is the student. Yo, 11. Yo, the student. 25 and 15 equaling to 40 minus the 15 equals to 10. 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 equals to 25 equals to 10. And this equation comes out over here. That, by the way, is yo. Why Earth, O Mars? O Mars. Wow, SpongeBob under the ocean. Omard. Om means man. Man angel, delta angle, meaning to the delta angle. One side. Split heavens. Something like that. That's just a quick way of doing it. I did this earlier, I think, with Mr. Messer. The other things that go along with this, what others don't use, what I take in one of my equations is I like to follow the 1-4-7 rule. The 1-4-7, because 3 times 1 is 3. 3 by 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 by 7 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 and 3 is 6. 3, 3, 3 is 9. So all of that creates that. Now 3 by 2 is 6. 3 by 5 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 3 by 8 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 9 is created from 3 and 6. As well, both come together. The sun, 4 and 5, 5 and 4 for 9. 1 and 8, the resident angel in 18 in French, creating the 9. Beta creation, when a big red sun, number 2772, creates 9. There's a whole story going on right here. From here to here to here. Worked on 1/3 and 2/3. Muhammad Ali, yes, Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, went over that. Went over the numbers of using the square bipolarity. So we have the height and we have the width. And that is bipolarity. Bipolar. Bipolar. And the letters are H, I, N, Z. Union, Jack polarity. Separation, the distance in between two sides. We did this separation, the separation of 147, 369, 258 is over here. We're only going to use the 5 because of what it shows me on the other side. If I turn the dice cube this way, I will change the numbers around. Oh, I thought it was already done. Doesn't matter. Oh, here it is. The RH coming together. Isn't there an RH blood? But hold on a second. Let me go back. We did it that way, and we're going to make it really small. The connection with 5, 5 and 7, 5 and 9, 12 and 14, 1/2 and 1/4. 5 and 3 equals to 8. 1.5 times 8 is 12. 5 and 1. Area Mars coming into creation through the gateway and the birth. Everything's joining here. What else was I going to do? Yes, okay. I was just thinking something about RH blood, and then I went to abnormal, absent, aboriginal. Is it aboriginal or is it ab-original? Is it abortion or is it abortion? If it pleases the court, if it, I fit, please, close, P, lose, lose, the C, our T, seniority. I fit, please lose seniority. Senior, seniority, seniority. But it's not senior, it's senor. Anyways, just want to jump off of that. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Things I've been going over. Anyways, I'm a little bit tired right now. There's just so many things that I have not done or haven't completed. There was one piece I was working on that I was ready to talk about. Hold on a second. I like this little design here. All this is over here is this, and they're fun to do. It's this and it's this. That's all it is. It's that and it's that. And what you do next is you bring that down and you create that. Then what you do is you take the farthest corner and you go all the way down to here and you draw that. Put a little dot in the center and you draw this line all the way to the corner. And what's that angle? And then after that, you can do the same thing again because the opposite sides, right? And the opposite sides, you go the opposite way. And then you bring it down. Then you bring this down. And like I said in a previous video, this is more like 6 and 9. Just let me see this and this and this and this. Whoop, I'm a little bit off here, and that and that. And that's like 6 and 9. Why was it like 6 and 9? Hold on a second. So this is what you can do with it. You see the way we have a, let me see this over here. See, there's like a this here, and it's like two different ducks. It's also 6 and 9. I did it in my last video. I'm trying to figure out how I did it. I don't remember. I think I did it. Let me see. I'm going to do it smaller just to see if I can figure out how I did it. And it became the percentage sign. I don't remember, but I had it looking like 6 and 9 in there. I don't remember exactly how I had it done. Gonna have to trust me. I was thinking right now is the cow has a split hoof, and it's the female cow. It has 4 on the udder. The split hoof with the chevron, the goat. The chevron is the goat. Chev in French is goat. This is where the cow jumped over the moon. How about jumper cables? Engine number 9, exactly. The heaven's birth coming through the moon. After that, you come out in 9 months, but you're actually reverted, right, from the one angel. Into the 7th gate is inside of you. You hold on to it with your life, the one spirit. General specific, we did. Autism, we did. 23rd hour is 11 o'clock. This is another way for saying 11. 5 and 2 Earth, the 23rd and 11th letter. It is actually WK. Okay, 1 and 1 is 2, so it becomes WB. I'm looking for something very specific, and I wrote it down, and I wanted to talk about it. I'm not sure, for those who weren't here before, Fibonacci, counting up to 9 when it happens. I'm going to do it right now, and then I'm going to look for what I was looking for before. Just hold on a second. Wow. 10th, 11th. Yeah, I was working on something like this. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. And I was combining their value of 1st and 2nd is 132. 1st and 3rd is 130. 2nd and 3rd is 118. But it was somewhere in here, and I was doing a whole number thing on it. But anyways, it's gone for now. Can't find it unless it's in my other book. Okay, let me do that Fibonacci. 1 and 1 equals to 2. And 1 equals to 3. And 2 equals to 5. So now we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 5. 5 and 3 equals to 8. So now we have 8. 8 and 5 equals to 13. 1 plus 3 equals to 4. So now we have 4. 4 plus 8 equals to 12. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. So we're repeating 3 again. So 3 and let me see if I did this right. 8 and 4 is 12. So it becomes 3. 8 and 4 is 12. 12 and 8. Okay, I'm not going to reduce it because it's mixing me up. I'm just going to do it the regular way. 13, 13, 5 and 8 is 13. 13 and 8 equals to 21, which is 3. 21 and 13 equals to 34, so that's 7. 34 and 21 equals to 55, so that's 1. Is that correct? 55 and 34 equals to 89, and that's 8. Stand on 17. This one's very important. Second time we reach the 8 marker in between the heavens. 7, 7 in between the 8. 89 and 55 equals to 144, and that equals to 9. 144 and 89 equals to 233. Is that correct? 233. Did I make a mistake? Did I make a mistake? Let me go back. 233. 233, and that's another 8. 233 and 144 equals to 377, and 7 and 7 is 14, 15, 16, 17, and that's an 8. 377 and 233 equals to 7 and 7 is 14, 15, 16, 17, and 8 equals to 25. So that equals to a 7. Let me do it down here. 377 and 233. This one equals to 0, 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 6, 10. So that's 6 and 1 is 7. So 610 and 377 equals to 7, 8, 9 equals to 24 equals to 6. And 987 and 610 equals to 6, 15, 22 equals to 4. 7, 8 and 9, 7, 8 and 1, 9, 9 and 6, 15. 1597 and 987 equals to 1. I just add them up. 7 and 7 is 14, and 1, 9 and 9, 18, 5 and 9, 14, 15, and 1, 25, 84. Earth, Pluto. Right back to the beginning, Earth, Pluto. So 4 and 8 is 12, 13, 14, and 5 is 19. 1 plus 9 equals to 1. 25 and 1597. This is 12, 19, 1597. And did I make a mistake somewhere? 1597 and 25. So this is 1. This is 18 and 1. 1 and 1 is 41. 4, 5, 6, and 8 is 14 equals to 5. I must have made a mistake somewhere, but what I was trying to get to, okay, is that between this 9, okay, and this 6, okay, what happens and when the numbers start repeating and what numbers come up. But I think I made an error. Next time I do this, I'm going to come out here with everything set up so you can see in what order our numbers come out in the 24 numbers, if I think I'm right, of the Fibonacci sequence. I'm not going to talk about binary because binary, okay, and I'm all over the place. I'm sorry about that for now. Well, I'm not. This is the way I do things. I'm sorry for myself only, but anyways, doesn't matter. In binary, this is the way. That's the binary code right there in numbers, and then the backwards binary. And we end up doing that. And I like to just put a top on things, right? Just. So yeah, so I messed up. I messed up with that, but I'm really upset that I can't find the page that I set up. I set out to do, and I just found it. I just found it. What did I? But I don't know. I'm a little tired, but we're all here. So I was working on the word champion. Okay, or at the end of champion. Okay, every time I see this, I think of the moon and Valentine's, and the reason for that is because the end sideways looks like a 2, and 102 is the numeric value for Valentine. When I see I and O come together, it looks like a 10. The P reminds me of the half-life of the cube, 1 and 6, the only seventh gateway to the 10 worlds. Anytime you see I and O together, the total is 24. It's communication. When you get to that communication, you have to create A, B, C, D at a minimum to create it. And everything stems out from A and B, creating C. And as you stem up the lines, and what it takes to create the 5 through A, B, C, the first 5 that comes out from A, B, C is BC. The first creation of A and C is D. So A and D create your AD5 before the Christ and after the death. And on the roulette wheel, they're going to show you that's a design that comes with it. I wanted to go down to the bottom over here where A, E, and I, 1, 5, and 9 will create A, I, and S, or more or less Asia. And at the same time, you would also be creating Russia. I shouldn't put Russian, I should put Russia. To know that here it's 5, 5, 1. Here it's 1, 5, 9, 1. Here it's with the pass. Here it's only with one pass, 1 moon and 2 moons. The minute I see 2 letters together, these 2 become Mars. And this one, okay, it's a relevancy to Mars, but this is something to do with an E-pass. I don't know what it is. 55 and E-pass, and this is just the electronic 9 to 5 through the gateway, through the house in the heavens. This one over here, 9 and 5 comes together. This one comes together through electric company because of the mathematics. As well, it shows up on a cube, so your 5 and 5 will give you 2 and 2 for life, the 22nd letter, the VE letter in the alphabet, VE. Roman numeral V is 5, and the E itself is 5. Russia and Asia is what comes out of the A, E, and I, 1, 5, and 9 vowels, in which A is jazz. You have, this is 1. Okay, this NEW, okay, is 5. And IR, okay, is 9, and that's your A, E, and I base. C has the U in its consonant, in its vowels. G has a sometimes Y as a vowel, which includes P. These are just their own truth. The word first, okay, is black, red, 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 black. So it's 26 and 46 to create that. This one is black, black. The rest are red, so it's 19 and 41. 19 black, 41 red. 26 black, 46 red. Red and black, positive and negative. 29 and 27. Wouldn't it be red sun? And the birth. About number 3, almost like Sunday. Okay, in French, when you say Sunday, you say dimanche. When you say all the other days of the week in French, you will end with a DI. Dimanche is the first day of the week, so I take it as 3 is the first part of creation, where A and B comes together, and IR is 3 times 6, 3 plus 6. That is the 360 creation, one part. Time heaven, resident angel in the Delta world, 10. IR equals to a total of 27 and 28. This is your first plus 28 equals to the freedom 55. But when you're adding them to a single digit, it becomes freedom in DC, because 1 DC, because this is what it's going to create. 24 and 10. X, JX, JLX. Half of 24. Nothing is 24. When you get to 24, this is actually 3 and 5. It's 8 by 3 and 2 by 5. The Earth Club. Club is number 38. Earth is number 52. What did I do? 2 times 12 is 24. 1 and 2 is 3. 8 by 3 is 24. I split 10 in half. 2 times 5. What else was in here? What I did is when I go 1 and 2, it creates 132. And 132 for 1 and 2 to create 3. So it's a total of 132 to create a value of 58 in the word third. So this would equal to 74. And 58 equals to 132. This is G. Whoop. Wow, I took my camera off it. I'm really, really sorry. So when I minus this, right, this is 6 minus 4 equals 2. This becomes a second creation, the arse creation, 2, number 2. And this is time Jesus on the cross. When you do this calculation. At the same time, there's another way to do it. I usually like to either put these two together or these two together. One of them will give me 4-2, the cat. The other one will give me 1-5, Mars. This one over here gives me matrix, silver matrix. Then there's first, second, and third. And if you're going to do first, second, and third, you're going to say, well, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, 3 and 2, and 1. So from combining these together, right, you are going to go 1 and 2 is 3, 1 and 3 is 4, 2 and 3 is 5, 3, 2, and 1 is 6. So in order to create anything, we will be beginning with these numbers and not with these over here. So you'll see 3 is over here. And just to note that 4 on the cube is also located on number 5 and is located on number 6. So 3 is also in number 5. So we don't need DC because DC plays a role right here and inside of here. So all we need is this 7, 11. I guess the game wasn't wrong for nothing. Million ranked 5. Another one bites the dust. Oops, broke it. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just looking back to what I was doing over here. Looking back. I didn't do the multiplication and 2 and 3 and 6 and 6. Notice 66 is the same as 56 because the 1 doesn't work, and this becomes the reversal. 66, 1 times 2 times 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3. Same thing, 66. It is the passage to the I-80, 4 times 20. So this becomes 86, but this over here would actually be 104. Minus 86 equals to 18. I just replaced it with a 6, and I replaced this one with a 6 just to take a look at this outcome. Anyways, that's what it is by putting these together. The numbers are here. 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 1. These are the numbers, the birth in the sun, communication of the house cat. 9 to 5. 9 and 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Earlier on in the video, I said I'm going to explain these. 1 month, the month of February, 4 months of 30 days, 7 months of 31 days. So when I add things up, I like to bring them to the value of 1, value of 4, and value of 7. Base it all off of that. Multiply it by 3, so everything stays in the house of 3, 6, 9. Multiply it by 2, everything stays in the house of 2, 5, 8. We don't need to multiply it by itself. It already is. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Please ask me any questions. I'll get up. I'll come back. If I don't see any questions, I will thank you very much for watching. There's all kinds of little designs, offset designs, obligations. I don't know what they all mean. I haven't categorized them. I didn't do the game of golf. I didn't do Bugs Bunny. I didn't do Bugs Bunny. Roadrunner. If he catches you, you're through. You're true. You're through. You through. You through what? You're through what? Thank you for watching. Have a nice evening. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. If you got a question, if you want me to break something apart just to see if I can find something and serve it up on a platter and see if okay.